Right, good morning, I'm the Rusty Dice Man and this is my first ever unboxing. I've decided to do it on every round counts. So, what do we got? Let's have a look. Here it comes, nicely packed. Picked it up this morning from the post office. We know it's from our good friends at Thursday Night Games. So, let's get into it. Firstly, nicely bubble wrapped, that's good to see. I've taken some care. So, let's lose the outside box. And what's inside? Right, so this was an interesting recommendation made. So let's have a look what we've got. Every round counts, limited edition. Nice box, it looks pretty good, I like that. Nice little brass catch on the front. Very nice indeed, I like the laser etching, nice style there from Thursday night. So let's have a look at what's inside. Pretty good. Okay, so we've got a nice A3 sheet, a little bit too big for the box. Obviously used a fairly standard box and used A3, so that would have been slightly better had it been smaller. It still looks good. Of course now it's a bit squished. Okay, so let's take it to the side. And let's just move me over there. A bit more bubble wrap. I recognise these from these were the demo from the Games Expo. These are the beer mats, and actually these were a great promo idea. They left these lying around lots of places with a bit of advertising. These are the counters, which are effectively dubbed as beer mats. So a good set of those, put those to one side. We've got some tokens and counters there, which we'll look at in a second. Oh, I like that, that's good. There's a little case for the cards. Now that is a really good idea. They've come wrapped up, but the case is great. That is a really nice idea, because that's one thing that really annoys me, is having to put a rubber band around them. But that's a nice way of keeping those. It's great. There we are. The important stuff. Happy with that one. 40 of 70. Limited edition. Okay. We've got the dice, which they talked about. We'll look at those in a second. Order of play cards and the tokens. Now this was a recommendation that they've obviously picked up on, that a few people have made at Games Expo. Okay, so that's all the individual components. So let's have a quick look at them again. So we've got the rule sheet, as I said. Oh, that's a nice card, nicely printed. I think that's good quality. I like that. So we've got the rules by Stephen Head, nicely done, and the summary of the order of play. That looks pretty good, I like that. Nicely printed. Nice quality card. To one side. Also got the card descriptions, which is done either way. So again, slightly too big for the box. Yeah, so it's folded, not a big deal, but that's quite useful. And that's the company I'll probably laminate when I was playing a lot more. Okay, Vicky Paul does some really good artwork actually, Vicky. I've used her for a couple of things and she's very good indeed. Definitely recommended. Okay, put that over there. Let's look at the dice, which are always very important to most players. So, come nicely bagged up. So, as they feel, first dice rolling. Okay, not too bad actually, they look nice. Maybe a little on the small side perhaps, or maybe expect them all to be this size here. But I think the printing's okay. So let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, that's just the burring effects. They're actually quite good, decent dice. So I'm pleased with those. They're decent quality. I'll be embarrassed about having those in the game. They look good. And then these are the printed dice. They're good, nice and clear, which is good. Maybe you would have gone for a bit bigger, but no, I think they're excellent. Plenty of dice there for the 8-player game. So dice, yep, tick in a box. Well done. Let's go for the counters and tokens. Straight out. Beer barrels a lot, I like those. Those are nice. And those are something he spoke about early on. They're great. What those ones are. We'll find those out later on. But like the beer barrels look pretty good. Good. The help tokens. They're it's nice. It's taken some time to get them all out. Not those I thought, we'll find out later. Again, they look quite good. Laser cutter etch, no, they're good. Tokens are good. Nice thick card, nicely printed, nice and accurate. No messy bits at the edge, good quality. So again, it's looking like a very quality game. I think there's some more tokens. I think these are the extra ones for the 8-player edition. Maybe one thing I would have dropped in a box, just as a small recommendation, would have been a packing list. One to explain this is this, this is that. Maybe it's in there somewhere, we'll find out. So there's a nice clear order of play card, which is nice and big and clear. I like that. That's great. Let's pop you there. More of the tokens, which is great. That must take it up to the 8-player edition. The 8-player, I suspect. So they're nice thing. So you've got the ones of those. They're great. I'll just pop those to one side. What else we've got next? Okay, got the two little things. It's a special edition. It's quite a nice little thing to have. And let's look at the cards. So I'm just going to pause for a second while I open the cards up. Back in a second. Right, so there we are. I'm going to open the cards up nicely. Let's see how they feel. They feel really nice, professional, nice thickness to them. As I said, the artwork is beautiful, really good. So there's the various cards. That rotates around. I've played this game at the UK Games Expo, which is great. Another version of the order of play, which is useful. And then we go to the various cards, and again, they are really nice. So, the various cards we play in various times. And these are the ones that can cause you problems, the reds, the yellows, probably on the dice. And I've got to say the cards are very nice. I think the size feels about right to me. So I think that looks really good. So I'm just going to give you my overall impression. I think the box is nice. That's a nice idea. That's something I think we actually may have suggested at the Games Expo. So this is kind of the idea was you can put it together. It's the thing you could take to the pub with some friends, have a few beers and have a game of this, which I think would be great. So I think you overall, these are great. These are the beer map type game tokens. Don't know why it's got the same thing on both sides. That's interesting. I personally would have printed some details about the game, because you could get using these as free advertising, Stephen. And then there's a little bit dusty. Overall, the print looks good on that. I like that. It'd be interesting to find out where you got those from. So that's enough for the 8. So I think my initial impression on this unboxing is job well done, Stephen. It arrived well packed. All the components look really good quality. It looks like a game that doesn't look amateurish at all. The artwork, the cards, all the dice, I think was really, really good. A couple of very minor tweaks. I would have maybe sized that appropriately so it wasn't squashed in the box. But I'm now really getting quite thin. Maybe you can pack it outside the box, but then you're going to have to keep it somewhere. So it'll be interesting later on when I repack it how it feels as a kind of game that I could take to the pub. But the Ziploc bags, there's stuff to store everything. So I think overall, from Rusty Dice Man, Stephen, a big thumbs up. Well done.